Okay, so it's Will Woods here with timber wood scale models, and I'm going to be continuing work on my Academy 1/72 scale Spitfire Mark 14C. So what we have going today is I'm going to continue working on it, and it's going to be on step 5. So what I have done so far is the fuselage with the cockpit done up. And so now what we're moving on to is it's going to start looking more like a Spitfire, because today we're going to attach the wings. So what I have done so far, this was done in stage 3, and that was to drill the holes for the rockets, which I'm going to be attaching. So that's that there. Those are done. And still have Lucky's hair sticking to everything here. So yeah, let's get started on that. So it is, like I say, it's starting to take shape. This has been a pretty good kit. I kind of went in a little scared, thinking Academy, because you get used to kits like Tamiya, even the newer Aerofix. Those tend to be some really nice kits. So what I've done is I've snipped off the bottom part of the wings, and I usually do, leave a bit of on the sprue here, and then just file whatever I have to down. I'm using a Flex Pad 3200, number 3200 on there. So that's what it looks like. I really like working with these. They're quite nice. So overall, there is a light gray primer on this that I've applied. Whoops. There's a light gray primer that I've applied. So that will make it easier to paint. I gotta remember to keep myself in the camera here. Otherwise, all you're gonna hear is some sanding going on off into the distance, and you're wondering, what the heck's that guy doing? So I'm actually just filing up, sanding down the pieces that, because you don't want to cut too close to the actual part, because then you end up damaging it, and you have to then use putty. And I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it is a pain. So a person is better off just leaving a little bit off. So it is step 5 that we're working on. So that's the wing assembly that I'm working on with this kit. So I think that looks pretty good. So I'll just leave that over here. And then we'll take off one of the tops. As you can see, this beast has the huge cannon on the wings. Something that my hero Douglas Bader wasn't crazy about. He liked to get up close and personal and not use cannons. And it seemed to work with him till he got shot down. Shot down, or there's stories that possibly he collided, or another plane collided with him, German. So I'm not too sure whether they ever came up with what that was about. Anyway, he ended up being a prisoner. But he wasn't all crazy about the cannons on the aircraft. I'm not a pilot, but I think from what I remember on so this is a Spitfire, and I think on the Hurricanes, the cannon was a little more, they were a little more stable. Obviously, because it's I think a bigger aircraft, could handle a bit more. So we're going to see how these are going to fit on right away. I may take the knife just to the edges here. You can see there's a little bit of flash. I mean, I got to give them credit, Academy credit, because there isn't much flash to these. Like, I didn't have a heck of a lot to take off. It's been a nice fit. And so there we go. It's one. Then we're going to see whether we can, how this works. What the fit's like. And if it's anything, oh yeah, look at that. I think it's going to work out just fine. Pretty nice fit. So that's one done. We got one more to cut off. So like I say, you want to cut not right up against it, or when you're taking it off. Another thing that a person could do is more or less go like this with the knife. That brings it a little closer. I'm able to cut that a little closer. I'm still a little nervous about doing that because I don't want to wreck it. So it just takes a little bit of filing. And here we go, so we don't have an issue. There. So the reason I ended up doing this YouTube, it's definitely not to make money. For me, I almost feel like I'm giving back to the YouTube. It's sounding like I'm stuck up here, but giving back to the community that sort of helped me when I got back into the hobby, which is, because wow, I mean, yeah, that looks like that's going to work out okay. So there you go, step 5 is pretty well ready. Got the holes drilled out, and I think we can put this together. just want to... That's looking a little better. We've got a little issue there. I'll take that off a bit. But now what I do is I take the Tamiya extra thin, and I'm just going to go along the seam here and glue this together. And that seems to work out good. Take that over a little more. So when you flip it over and put a little dab will do you in between here, just to give it a little more. Yeah, so that's the main reason, is that trying to give back, because, you know, over the little bit of time since I retired and have started full-time, well, not full-time, but a little more time to work on the model kits. When I got back into it, it was so helpful to have YouTube. Like Gary's stuff and Matt's models and a couple of different, geez, there's quite a few actually channels that I end up watching and get so many different ideas. It's great. I love it. And I learned so much. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing how this works out. Yeah, so now what I do is just take this you don't want to use too much. And that's basically it for the 5th step. So the wings are together. So we've completed step 5. At the top, big cannon sticking out, machine guns. Do a lot of damage to those V1 rockets. You don't want V1s and V2s. So that'll be it for today. And thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you so wish. Timber Woods Scale Models. Thank you. Happy modeling.